what's happening, everybody? I'm here with Weston from Wizard Dream. Make sure you check out his channel. He's been on the road for how long? You been on the road?
I think it's 10 months. In February.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk a little bit about his story and check out his van here. He's got a sweet Astro van build, which is inspiring me quite a bit. I'm in the middle of a rebuild myself. So what can you tell us about this van?
2000 Chevy Astro, has about 200,000 miles on it. It was my dad's previously, and I wanted to do van life, and he gave it to me for $1,000, and now I've been on the road for like 10 months.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you got the sweet plasti dip paint job?
Yeah, it was originally white, and we had a couple friends plasti dip it, and I'm happy with it.
Nice, yeah, it looks cool, man. I love the green.
Thanks, man.
Cool, can we take a look inside, see what you've done with the beast?
Here it is. Home sweet home. Isn't it pretty?
Very nice.
Thanks, man.
Let's get a little pan in here. So you've got, what is this?
That is just a sheet of wood that looks like wood paneling that we easily just cut out and put it over the windows.
Okay.
Kind of gives it more of that cabin in the woods feel.
Yeah, it feels that way.
Right?
So you just screwed it straight onto the wall, and that was it, huh?
Yeah.
Did you put anything in between the window and this wood?
No, I did not insulate it at all.
Just screwed it right on?
Yeah, screwed it right on.
Have you had any problems with no insulation?
No. I've been in pretty hot weather. I've been in pretty cold weather. I'm fairly durable, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can sit in crazy heat or sit in crazy cold, and I'm pretty fine.
So you've got a little, what is it, 5.5-inch roof fan. That's the one I had before that I couldn't stand, but you've been all right with it, right?
Yeah, I love it.
Nice.
I mean, it does the trick. Gets a little muggy, smelly in here, you know, just
turn it
sucks
on,
it out.
air it out.
Yeah.
Cool, a little mild tint on the windows, but you don't put Reflectix on the windows or anything, right?
No, the past 7 months or 8 months I've been in Flagstaff, so most of my journey, and I camp out in the woods. So in the woods, I feel no need to cover up the windows or anything. I'm not really being stealthy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna probably have to do it once I get back to California. So.
For sure, for sure. Yeah. I remember in your videos you had this sweet countertop you made.
Yeah.
Look at this. What did you make this out of? How did you make this?
I took some glass, some stained glass that I got at like Hobby Lobby or something, and then I broke it up, glued it onto a sheet of plywood, and then placed it on top of here.
Wow.
And screwed it in on the bottom, and then put grout, and then voila.
Nice. Yeah, it looks sweet.
A little nightstand.
I like it. And you've got these cabinets over here.
Yep.
These are sweet.
They have a lot of character because it's not the most professional design, you know, cabinets, because you can tell where it's like wide here, narrow here, but I kind of like the character. Like, it looks like it was done by a kid, you know, like like building a tree house, you know, I don't know. Like, it's kind of rugged.
Did you have any previous construction experience before this?
Zero construction experience. Zero.
Okay.
And I did all these cabinets by myself.
So anybody can do this?
Oh, yeah, anybody.
You just cut it up with a saw and screwed it in, and that was it?
Yeah, saw, screwed it in, drew out a picture.
You've got a little fridge down here. How do you power that?
Okay, so this is a cheap Walmart fridge. It was like $90. It's not one of those nice 12-volt Dometic fridge like you have. It takes a lot of energy, so I don't even use it. Also, I have no need for it because I eat all dried food. You know what I mean? I eat dried food, or I go out to Chipotle. So there's no need for a fridge for meat.
Yeah, you were just mounting down some Chipotle, actually.
Yeah, I love it, man. Chipotle's good.
Nice. So you just store stuff in there?
Yeah, let's see what's in here. I got some napkins. I got a random beer. I got my buzzer when my beard gets too long. You know? So I trim up my beard sometimes. Some vitamins. I don't know, vitamin B12.
You got some loose beard hairs in there.
There's just
and some saltines.
Let's just not look at that.
That's great. Yeah, but
it's been home, and I love this van, honestly.
Yeah, and you've got the factory headliner here.
Yeah,
and I can actually sit up in this thing. This is a good height. I can actually sit up.
Perfect, designed for my height. My dad and my brother helped me build this bed. It's designed perfectly for my height too. So
how did you make it? There's a video on this, right, on your channel?
Yeah, there's a video on my channel, Wizard Dream, where I talk about how I made the bed. It's pretty simple.
I'll link to that, and if you guys want to see how he made his bed, you can go there and check it out yourself.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's kind of some stuff we have to move and stuff, so we're not even going to go there today. Only other thing about the build is your floor. You've got some, what is this, laminate?
Yeah, some laminate that we got. We put down some, what was it, some insulation sheets, whatever they were, and then we put plywood, cut out plywood, and then put some of this laminate wood down. I really like the way it looks. It was very simple.
Nice. Okay, so what's your experience been like on the road so far?
I love van life, and I love being on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the majority of the time has been in Flagstaff, Arizona, in the woods.
But you love it there, right?
Oh, I love Flagstaff, Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah. The pine forest. I don't know.
How has it made you grow as a person? How has it changed you? Or enabled you to change? Or pushed you to change?
Okay, pushed me to change. Van life has kind of made me, I guess, responsible for everything in my life. Like, I have to figure out my finances alone. I have to figure out my social life alone.
Mm-hmm.
I have to figure out how to be happy alone, because I'm kind of like detached from any sort of storyline. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
I'm kind of on my own little storyline, like
Yeah.
going out into the world. You know what I mean?
Forging your own path, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of following what everybody tells you to do and what, yeah.
Yeah, correct. And I guess it's sort of pushed me and forced me to be resourceful and push through and get a nice bit of confidence that I can stand on my own two legs and be happy and make money and be abundant.
Yeah.
But it's a powerful feeling,
Yeah.
you know? And that's what van life has kind of done for me. It's kind of, it's scary going out alone in the van. It's scary trying to make friends by yourself. It's scary not knowing how you're going to make money.
Mm-hmm.
But you just face the fear, and you become someone who can take on that fear.
Yeah.
And you grow as an individual. It is amazing.
Only way out is through.
Exactly, Jay. You know.
I know all about it, man. I know all about it.
Yeah.
So, all this dust out here in Arizona is killing my lungs. What would you say to somebody who's kind of on the fence, thinking about it, really wants to move into a van and start traveling and figure it out, but they've got all these concerns and worries and they're not sure if they can do it? Mm-hmm. What would you say to them, somebody sitting right in front of you?
I would say just do it. This is actually kind of funny because I asked you when I first went out to Key West, mm-hmm. and what you told me is just do it. It's true. Just go do it.
That's the comment. I asked this question to almost everybody I interviewed, and everybody says the same thing. Just do it. Stop thinking about it and just do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because once you take off, once you blast off, man, you're just, you just soar.
Yeah, you soar. You figure it out.
Yeah, jump and find your wings on the way down, man.
Exactly. I think that's something you said to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're right. And then I went to Key West.
You know what's been amazing about that for me, too, is the people, whenever I need something, my van breaks down, somebody just shows up and helps me. Somehow, whenever anything happens that is concerning or scary or whatever, somebody just shows up and helps me. Mm-hmm. And I found that there's these I call them road angels, man. They just show up and help you out.
Looking out for you, man.
It's crazy. You get more connected to the universe. It's more of a spiritual life than it's more of a connected life than living in a house and going to the same job, every day and doing the same thing.
Totally agree. And a quote that I like is nature rewards the courageous. So one of my friends tells me that is. It's almost like you are chasing after your dreams and you are facing your fears. And it's almost like something the nature of the world wants you to go. He's like, wow, this guy's going for it. Mm-hmm. Here, we'll help you. Yeah, and it's like the universe starts trying to help you and figure it out for you. It's
exactly
like you're talking about.
It's a crazy thing, but it's happening. There's no way to deny it.
There's faith in yourself. It's just go.
It's happened so many times that there's no way to deny it anymore.
Yeah.
Every single time I thought I was screwed, somebody just shows up and says, here. I'm like, wow.
Here you go, Jed.
Dude.
The engine, everything that's gone.
That's amazing. It's amazing. What else do you think people should know about your story or what you've accomplished so far with the van dwelling thing? Hardships. Can you talk about
Hardships? Let's see. I knew there was going to be hardships, and that's kind of why I wanted to do it. I didn't want to do van life to run from things, which is a topic we all talk about regularly. I knew it was going to be hard being alone for long periods of time. I knew it was going to be hard not knowing. So those have been the hardships, but I was ready for them. So I had that mindset where I was ready to take it on. So it didn't really faze me. Emotions or fear comes, but you're ready for it and ready whatever comes and just go. So
rather than, oh my God, what do I do about this? It's how can I do this?
How can I do this and bring it on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With that attitude, it's the fear and the problems become what you're looking forward to. You know what I mean? Because the problems and the fear is kind of exciting.
Yeah.
You kind of want it to happen. And then if you want the problems and you want the fear to happen, there are no problems because there's nothing wrong.
It's kind of the same reason you go like on a roller coaster, go to see a scary movie or something, because you want to feel that little bit out of control, that little bit scary, like there's a threat, but just a certain amount of control, and then you realize that you have the control. You are the operator of the roller coaster, or the director and the filmmaker and the actors of the horror movie. Like you can do scary things, and you can be okay. Like you can get through it. You know?
Exactly, I agree. And I also think living sort of on your edge pushes you to evolve and grow. And when, like, living on your edge is the edge of, this is like common self-development stuff like I read in my books, but is living on your edge, you're on the verge of being afraid but in your comfort zone, but you keep on living on your edge. And when you're living on your edge, you're always growing.
Yeah, constantly pushing yourself just a little farther, a little farther, a little farther.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more than you think you can go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then that's how you just keep growing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you get burnout, and then you go and you rest. And you go back to your old ways for a little bit. You're like, okay, I'm ready to go a little farther, and then go back over. Yeah. It's hard for me to maintain that perfect balance. I have to go over too far and then come back, and then go over too far.
You're like, I fell
back.
Off the edge. I need to climb back up on it.
Yeah.
No,
it's
agreed.
Hard to maintain that balance. Let's see. What's it like living in such a small space? You've got so little things. I've got so much stuff in my van that I've never even used.
Yeah.
And every time I rebuild it, I just take it with me because I'm like, I'm going to use this someday. I'm going to use this someday. And I never use any of it. But you've got hardly anything in here. You're so minimal.
Yeah.
What is that like?
It hasn't really fazed me because I've always been, the past couple of years of college, I was fairly minimal.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really have much. And living in this space hasn't been an issue either. Especially because I've been camping out in the pine forest the past 8 months in Flagstaff. I would also pitch a tent and camp out. It's I don't know, it's not bad.
Well, this layout is inspiring because you've got so much room up here. You can sit up.
Yeah. I know.
This is really nice. You've got the pillows over here. It's comfortable enough. It's a little firm for me, but
yeah, it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. I love it.
Man, I can't believe you don't cover your windows at night.
Yeah, I do in the city. There's been a handful of times where I don't, because I just don't really care. So I just pass out in the bed, and I mean, I hope that's almost so stealthy. It's so stealthy that it isn't comfortable. You know what I mean? Oh, no one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never had any issues.
Huh?
Yeah.
That would freak me out, man. I don't want people staring at me when I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I know.
It's too weird for me.
That's true.
I don't think they can see it with the window tint anyway. They can't see it in mine. Let's see, what else we got? And you're a graphic designer, right? So that's what you do for money.
Yep.
So you're making your own money. You're your own boss online. You're a freelancer.
Yep.
And you went to college for that?
Yeah, I got a bachelor's degree in digital media from University of Central Florida in December of last year is when I graduated. So it's been a year since I graduated. And so this whole year I've been doing the van life and focusing on gaining clientele and getting the right clients so I can have more than enough money doing this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's been good. Yeah.
How much money do you think you need per month to live in a van?
That really depends. Okay, so I do keep track of my spending recently because I'm like, hey, I'm making pretty decent money. I'm not really saving that much money. Because if you don't keep track of your finances, you'll end up blowing money. Money that you don't even realize you're blowing.
Yeah.
You know? So I think if you keep track of your finances and you have a budget, you could get away with probably a few $100 to $300 to $600. I would say $600, $700 would be solid. You know what I mean?
I'm with that, yeah, if you don't travel much.
If you don't travel much, for example, what I was doing in Flagstaff, where I had to camp out in the woods and drive 8 minutes into town, you could probably easily live off $600.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that also depends on the individual and what kind of credit card bills they have or whether they have student loans out, you know what I mean? But purely just the necessities and not really any payments, you could get away with really low money.
Cell phone insurance, gas, the basic things. Health and auto insurance.
Yes.
Cool, man. Well, anything else you think we should talk about?
No. Check out the YouTube channel. I hope I'm gonna be posting more next year.
I hope so too, man.
Yeah.
I hope so too. I'm sure plenty of them are also thinking the same. So
Yeah.
cool, man.
Thank you, Jed.
It's so cool hanging out, dude.
I appreciate that.
Love yourself. Woo!